What's up guys, it is Maxwell back with the next War Whales highlight video, and this one comes from a midweek arranged war actually. We faced Tamil, as you can see, who are a Fair Play War clan from India. I believe they currently play in the CWL Highlight League, so yeah, they've been wanting to war us, so we said we're down. I did it midweek, as I already said, because yeah, weekends is of course CWL these days. Breakdown was 6, 16, 18, as you guys can see on the screen right now. And yeah, quite a convincing victory for us, 111, 106. 5-star victory. We actually used... I'm going to show you guys the map as we get a little bit more into this, but first of all, the stats. So 111, 311 triple for us, 0 for 6 for them. We had 3 fails. 7 10v10s for us, not quite as many as we've had in the past wars, but of course a slightly smaller breakdown as well, only 16 10s this time. They had 2 10v10 triples, 82% 9v9, so that was really solid for us. Maybe some softer bases as well. They were at 72%, which is also decent. We had a dip fail actually, which is unfortunate. Again, like dip fails every war, the past 3-4 wars or something. I don't know. We're gonna have to straighten that out for CWL for sure. And they went perfect on dips actually. 10v11 anti 2-star bases, so 3 out of 8. Okay, I would say. And yeah, anyways guys, let's jump in. Let's check out first of all the war map, because I want to mention a couple of things. So they 2-starred all our 11s, and then of course left out on a couple of 10s. We, as you can see, had one of their 11s, 2 of their 11s 1-starred actually, and in the end we went for, you guys saw 1 out of 4 11 versus 11 for us. At the very end of the war we went for, we already knew we had won. So we went for 3 11 versus 11 attempts that were not really necessary, because actually there were a couple of uncleared 10s on the board, as you can see. So these 2 10s right here, number 18 and 21, we could have dipped or attempted to dip those to maximize stars, or of course had 2-star attempts on number 6, number 2, but like went for the triples too. I guess just practice a little bit, and we had 1 anyway. So like realistically it would have been like 1 or 2 stars higher, even the victory. But anyways, that's insignificant guys. We're going to be watching some of our best attacks. On number 4, Red 5 coming in right here for our one and only 11 versus 11 triple right here. So very nicely done to him. Very solid attack for sure. But a couple of things I gotta mention about this base too. Like, this is a base that is at this point several months old. It's a WHF base, by the way. We actually had it for FC, so Red 5 was able to practice on it. And he came up with quite a good plan, as you guys will be able to see. Uses the warden ability here for the wall breakers actually. And yeah, he tripled it every time, I believe, in FC. Tried it 4, 5, 6 times, something, maybe a couple times more often even, I don't know. And then went in right here and destroyed this base, so very nice. But yeah, this base used to be a WHF playoff space for season... It was supposed to be a playoff space for season 3, I believe, or season 2 even. I don't know, I definitely know that WHF used this base against us, the Dark Looters, in the Dark Looters retirement war, which is, I don't know how long ago now, but that's when that base was sort of quote-unquote new, so just so you guys know. Because there is a background story to this one. Like, whenever I know a background story about this base, I'll definitely share it. But yeah, nevertheless, a solid attack, very good execution, as you can see right here. So yeah, great triple by Red 5. He's been on a roll lately in other clans, from what I've heard. I mean, I don't keep up with that as much, of course, but apparently he's been on a roll in other clans, 11 versus 11 also. On anti-3-star basis, couldn't quite pull it off in War Whales yet, but this is his first triple, and who knows, maybe the first of many. Definitely would not hurt, of course. More 11 versus 11 triples are always good. So yeah, very nicely done to Red 5. And we're gonna be moving down to number 7. Excuse me guys, where we have got Anno coming in. In case you did not keep up with Twitter, definitely check that out, because Anno and Hugo with the boys of Marshall's Kiss last weekend, they won a 5 versus 5 live event in a Supercell live stream, and they won 600 euros actually, which is pretty crazy. So very nice. They participated in, it was a French-speaking only event, I believe. It was held in Paris. I, of course, talked to the guys about that quite a bit. And they won it with Marshall's Kiss, actually pulling off a perfect war in the final against Marshall's Nation live on stream with Supercell employees in the room. So no doubt, no shade or anything like that. So yeah, I guess we can finally quit the stupid mod accusations on Hugo and Anno, because as I already mentioned, they smashed it live on stream. Hugo actually 11 versus 11 6-packing live on stream in the final against Marshall's Nation, his old clan. So yeah. Crazy good stuff. This plan right here, however, is one that Grey Worm made, if I remember that correctly, and I think I do. And Anno gets a little bit lucky, actually, with his queen walking outside. I had previously attempting this one as well, actually, and failed miserably, but at least I tripled with my second attack, so that's good. But yeah, Anno coming in and takes care of this base. This air defense that the queen got, like they're walking to the outside, that wasn't actually part of the plan. But yeah, he gets it, so he of course off to quite a good start for his Laloon assault on this base. Doesn't even use, I think he misplaced this one haste spell there on the outside. I don't know, I'm not sure. First Inferno though is up for quite a while, but he's got a bunch of spells left. And the Rage Loons in the core are gonna put in work. A little bit awkward, as I already said, with this backend Inferno, but a couple of the loons actually rerouting and one more haste spell will actually seal the deal very nicely. These two backend loons that he trails in right there. So yeah, strange base, but Hounds CC, so we had to pull the Suilalo on this one. A little bit weird pathing, couple of fails on this one, but Anno able to clean it up, so very well done. Vive la France, of course, as always. And we're going to be moving down to base number 12, where we have got Moore, and that's of course York coming in. Pretty nice attack here, pretty creative one. So he starts off with the bowler bounce on the laboratory, and you guys can already see it. The goal is of course to bounce this bomb tower right here. So in order to get the perfect angle with this archer tower, he's going to drop the bowler to bounce the laboratory and the army camp first. Couple more bowler bounces at the top. So yeah, I already told you guys this is a highlight clan, so their base building definitely not quite up to the standard of like what we are used to in Invite, so able to bounce like both bomb towers and several mortars in the Hawk attack. Yeah, it definitely helps out, so that made it a little bit easier for him, I guess. But anyways, you gotta triple first before you can like say how quote unquote easy it was or whatever. But anyways, I don't want to ramble too much here. Let's focus on this attack because it's a really good one. So yeah, Queen steps in here. Main goal, of course, to take out enemy Queen. Thankfully, with all those buildings there in between Queen and enemy Queen, thankfully she steps somehow really close to her right away, and that way she was actually able to target her pretty quickly, which was definitely needed in this case with like so much DPS at that point. And yeah, heal spell goes down. He's got 3 heals overall. Decides to bring the skeleton spell instead of a poison spell to sort of like distract the king. As you can see, it's working nicely there. The king is leaving the hawks alone. Killed like 1 or 2 hawks, and then he's focusing on the skeletons, chasing those around for a while. The skeletons are actually, with the help of those archers from the queen ability, killing the enemy BK. So a very good skeleton spell there by York. And part of the reason why it worked so well was also because he dropped it at the perfect time, like he'd already killed a couple of the defenses with his hawkies, and then skeleton spell able to work very nicely. So great attack to York, taking care of this base right here. Very, very nicely done. And that moves us to base number 17, I believe. Let's see, that's already a bit too far. Yes, 17. Here we go. And Pod, the Prince of Dubai, has now started, well, he started quite a while ago with playing Tunnel 10, but he's now playing this 10 in War Wales. I believe it's still rostered for CWL in a clan in the lower league. I'm not quite sure though. So he's getting started. He's sort of testing the waters in the higher leagues, like like he's used to playing 10 in the lower league. So he's like sort of testing the waters against some tougher bases. Although, as I already mentioned inside this war, the bases were not all that tough compared to what we're used to. And this one right here, he got this triple. I think this was our, yeah, this was our first 10v10 triple in war. And guys, you gotta watch this Lalo because it's a really, really nice one actually. I really like this Lalo. And multi-inferno, so that's of course not ideal defensive-wise. But anyways, let's focus on this attack and let's focus on Pod's execution because as I already said, I really like this. Like whenever he pulled off this triple in the very beginning, I said right away, okay, this is gonna have to be in the recap because it's actually a beautiful Lalo. Of course, Pod used to all the strats from his Town Hall 9. He does everything, like does Hawks, does Lalo, all that good stuff. Rage spell, Skelly spell combination going down right there. Selects the second Skelly spell and is gonna drop that as well. Kills the enemy queen very quickly. Who knows, maybe even only one Skelly spell was needed there. But in any case, he had two because the enemy king was so close. And yeah, Rage and Hasting through this base. No heal spell, that's quite rare these days. Usually, of course, we see a bunch of heal spells. And it's going to be enough to take down that multi-targeting Inferno. And then a bunch of minions, pups, and even the skeletons from those skeleton spells are going to help out with the cleanup. So, really solid attack, as I said. I really like this one. Maybe my favorite attack from this entire war. Up next, number 19, yours truly is going to be coming in for a triple as well. And this base, yeah, interesting one. So what I was thinking when I saw this base is last season when I was still a tier 2 town, 10 in Spartan's Legacy, I was of course given all my bases. And in the playoffs, I was given like one of these bases by Vali. And tested it for quite a bit. By the way, I swagged 3 loons right here. The king would have walked that way anyway, so pretty stupid. But yeah, whatever. So what I thought with this one is Mutke destroyed my base that was similar to this one with Sui Lalo. Like we tested base and it held up against everything pretty well. Then Mutke came in with the Sui Lalo and destroyed this one. This here is actually the first attack on this base after the scout. So I completely made this plan. I just looked at it and I was like, hey, man, I gotta be able to Sui Lalo this one. So just suiciding the heroes for some pathing and then of course for the enemy CC kill. And yeah, overall I have 6 haste spells with me, 1 rage, mainly for the enemy queen kill to rage the skeleton spell. And then Lalo coming in from the top right there, as you can see. I went quite heavy on the Lalo. I think that's actually pretty important. And then we've got the Max Town coming in. Couple of Teslas. This base was scouted very nicely, so I knew, of course, about all the Teslas and all that good stuff. Queen kill going in right there. The loons doing work as well. Queen kill went pretty smooth. Another haste going down. And then I had 2 hastes and a heal left. At this point I felt pretty good, but it actually got kind of close towards the end, as you guys will be able to see. Heal spell and haste spell combination right there. I don't even know if the heal spell was needed. Maybe I could have brought another rage. And yeah, the pathing, guys. The pathing a little bit crooked here towards the end of this attack. So that sort of had me shaken. And as you guys will be able to see, it actually got really close because the loons pathing to this mortar. Air defense was able to take out several of those. So definitely should have had saved loons for that mortar. But I honestly didn't even think that far ahead. Like, I pretty much only planned the beginning. And then these 2 minions coming in here on the back end, I think that actually saved me because they were able to distract the archer tower for a little bit so that the last balloon was just able to take it out. So yeah, as you can see, loon drops a second time, then dies on the archer tower. And that was the kill, but I would have had enough minions and pups anyways to wrap it up. So yeah, feels good, man. Good war for me, 1 10v10 triple. And last war I had 2 triples actually with 4 attempts, so it's going well right now. And looking to keep that up in CWL, of course. It's quite fun. It's fun to play 10 again. I don't know. I like it right now. I enjoy playing at 10 and 11. So Mini Groot, that's of course Grey Worm coming in, also grabbing himself a triple. As I already mentioned, he made the plan that tripled for Anno on base number 7, I believe. Yeah, 7. So Grey Worm, definitely one of the MVPs right now. Also so crazy good and active in base building and base testing. Like, it's insane. The work that he's putting in, it's just crazy. And this base, we've actually faced this before. I know I attacked this as well in a past war and was not able to triple it. This plan though is the exact plan that we hit it with then. but somehow we were never able to make it work last time, and this time apparently Grey Worm was able to make it work. So yeah, I think the traps are also a bit different, which maybe made a difference. I don't know. I remember that I broke open too many sections right here. I broke this section open when I attacked it a couple wars past, and that sort of screwed me. But anyways, he charges in here, and then is going to take out the queen, and then he's going to Lalo from the top. Queen ability goes in right there, is going to be able to grab one more Tesla, two more Teslas, and then a rage spell going down. So the Lalo is going to be with 5 haste spells, but as you can see, there's not very many high HP defenses left. I mean, both Infernos, yes, and one Expo also, but yeah, I wouldn't really need a rage spell for that. Queen, meanwhile, has made her way through the wall, takes out sweepers, wizard towers, all that junk. Like the value of this queen charge is just insane. If you like go back to the beginning and check out what was standing before the queen went there, crazy, like absolutely crazy queen charge. 2 haste spells left, so Swag City incoming. Of course, he actually decides to use 1 haste spell right there, and use the second one as well. I think the first one was not needed, maybe for time, I don't know. Anyways, very nice triple by Grey. And we've got 2 more attacks, both of those Tunnel 9 guys. I don't want to have you Tunnel 9 guys complain, so I'm showing the 9v9, but I also enjoy watching it. So, yes, here we go. Nixon, one of the best clanmates you could ever wish for. Nixon coming in with the late healer drop. I guess he could not drop them any further away, so he dropped them late just so the air defense would get 1 less shot off, and he would actually be able to save one of those healers from dying. Beautiful balloon right there. This is a fresh hit, but still he has the scout loon there. Like, it was very likely for a sticking air mine to be there, of course. So yeah, beautiful loon, as I said. Nice test wall breaker. Also, here come the 3 wall breakers that are actually meant to break the wall. Boom, there we go. Wall does get opened up, and the queen is going to be making her way in there. Very nice work so far. He already uses the king for funneling as well. In comes the test wall breaker, just like not to test for mini bombs this time, but just to test basically where the queen is gonna go. Rage spell in, enemy queen dies. The wall breaker already lured out 2 goblins, so those guys are gonna be trying their best, but yeah, not gonna be doing too much, of course. Queen takes out this expo, and then she's gonna be hitting the wall most likely. That would be my guess, at least, after the sweepers, of course. Another rage spell going in as the enemy CC approaches. I never understand a loon with a baby dragon, but you know, that's that. I gotta be able to ramble about something, guys, you know the deal. And here we go, the queen now is breaking through the walls, so it's about time to start the Lalo. Here we go, Nixon going a bit heavier on the Lalo portion than TDH does, and going a bit lighter on the minion portion, but like that's of course always... Oh, I remember, I watched this one live actually, because I remember the troll Tesla at 6 o'clock and how he dropped the hound right there. So it's of course always so nice when you drop the hound right on the troll Tesla. It was a fresh hit, as I already mentioned, so yeah, really sweet. And this base like so wrecked. He's got only 2 haste spells left, but isn't really even like gonna need them. There's 3 wizard towers back, and I know, but the queen's still alive. Full health, is gonna be able to do massive work as well. Tesla farm, always a bit scary, most likely red bombs with the Tesla farm, but the lava pup actually pulled the red bomb there, as you guys saw. So yeah, very nice hit by Nixon. Takes care of 25 with a beautiful queen charge, and then Lalo. And we've got 1 more, guys. We've got 1 more. We have got 29. We've got Mr. Bob coming in for this one, and he is doing Govaho actually. I'm not sure if he's got Bolas in the CC. I actually did not watch this one previously. Funnels the mortar with 2 wizards right there. On the other side, we're gonna have a giant coming in with 2 more wizards to take care of that cannon and a couple of trash buildings. And then 2 golems straight up dropped on the wizard tower. This kill squad meant to push pretty deep in the base. As you can see, the enemy queen is very far away, so that's why he decided to use 2 golems, although he's like basically only tanking in a single spot. He needs the tanking, he needs that extra HP, and that's why he has 2 golems. So yeah, Bolas in the CC, as I was already guessing. The Valkyrie is helping out with the enemy king kill, like increasing the DPS just a little bit, just making it like a bit smoother. Of course, they can also deal with ground skeleton traps really, really well. Enemy queen is dead. The kill squad worked perfectly right here. That's like, of course, always already like half the triple. Also, in the very beginning of his hawk portion, he finds 2 Teslas, so he can just go a little bit heavier on his hawks right away. And that's extra sweet as well. Hits no bomb for quite a while, so 2 heal spells in the back still. And he's actually going to be able to swag one, I believe, because he's going to be able to drop the first heal right over that bomb tower, arch tower location right there. Yes, beautiful. Maybe could have been a bit further in even, but who am I to complain about that? Maybe one more giant bomb with this Tesla. Nope, not even a giant bomb, so gonna be a swag heal for sure. He already drops it over there actually, so yeah, I wonder where the giant bombs are in this place. Oh, outside it looks like, against Witch Slap maybe. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, great triples. So we've got an air triple at Town 9, a ground triple at Town 9. You guys gotta be happy, but stay tuned for sure if you want to see more Town 9, because guys, tomorrow there's of course gonna be whale watching, so I'll be recording that. It's gonna be a bunch of 9v9 against Elite Gaming, against a really good opponent, that's for sure. And yeah, I already showed you the map, I already explained everything, I think, so how about we're just gonna cut it for today. 20 minutes again, good length for a war recap, I think. So thank you for watching, and until tomorrow's whale watching video, I will see you all later. Peace out.